Well, public liability is when somebody's had an accident in public, so that might be on the highway, that might be in a supermarket, that might be down your local pub. Anywhere in a public space that you've had an accident, you can make a claim. Well, it depends where you've had the accident, but if you've had the accident in the supermarket, you look to pursue the supermarket. If you've had an accident on the highway, you would look to claim against the local highways authority, which is usually the local council. And if you've had an accident elsewhere that you're unsure of, it's always worth speaking with a solicitor who will be able to find out who's responsible for that area and then who you can make a claim against. The most common public liability claims are, I would say, accidents on the highway and also accidents in a public space such as a shop or a supermarket. The main causes of accidents in public are slippages from liquids that have been spilled by other members of the public or staff, uneven flagstones created by wear and tear and failure to maintain those flagstones by the local authority. Well, if you've had an accident in a public space, you'd be well advised to contact a local solicitor who may be able to find out if you've got a claim and who you need to pursue in order to get compensation. Well, if any complaints that the person may have made against the local authority, they're good pieces of evidence to get hold of, as well as an accident report that's filled out at a shop or a supermarket that you've had an accident in. That's good evidence to get hold of. Yeah, I mean, nowadays we all have mobile phones on us and they usually have cameras. It would always be worthwhile to take a picture of anything that's caused your accident. That's very good evidence to get hold of. Well, a no-win, no-fear arrangement is very user-friendly. It's very accessible on behalf of the public. They just need to sign up with a no-win, no-fee agreement, and provided they follow the terms of that agreement, which are quite straightforward, the claimant or the client doesn't need to pay anything up front and would only have a deduction of their damages reduced upon the successful conclusion of their claim. If their claim doesn't succeed or is abandoned, they don't need to pay anything. The amount of claims that go to court are usually about 5%. Most cases settle without the need to even start your claim off in court. And cases that don't settle and need to be issued, the majority of those settle, and only about 10% of those that are issued in court usually end up at a final hearing. If you have an accident in public, if there's anybody to complain to, you ought to make a complaint and make sure that that complaint's recorded. If you could get photographic evidence on your phone of where the accident happened and anything that caused the accident, certainly take a few photographs on your phone and keep those safe. You usually have to make a public liability claim within 3 years. There are some exceptions to that where you can't link your injuries to a specific accident, but when you actually know that the accident is linked to your injuries, you have 3 years from the date that you know about that. So usually 3 years. In exceptional circumstances, it can be a bit longer.